Welcome back to the 1995 KDX 200 restoration. We've had this bike my dad's had this bike, I should say, for about 20 years now. It's been sitting for 10 years. The last time it was ridden before my last video was by a friend of ours who we let race it for a few races. Either way, today we're gonna be getting this thing going. I finally got some air filters in for it. If you remember last time, I ran just without the seat off, just around the yard, make sure everything worked good. Gonna lube the chain. I got front wheel bearings to change. I'm gonna see if I have another set of grips. As you can see, this grip is just falling off. That's how you know it's great. I got new bar mounts for it. And I'm gonna be changing out the transmission oil because it has not been changed in so many years. And just kind of going over the bike, make sure everything's good. And then possibly today, giving it a little bit of a test ride, but nothing too crazy. But as you can see, it's been sitting for a long time. Eventually, we're gonna get new levers and new foot pegs for it. These are really thin, skinny foot pegs compared to what I'm used to today on my KTM. But give you guys a little bit of the view of the front end. This is straight. You can see how far back this side is bent. Hopefully the bars aren't bent. You can see the mount in here. Let me get you a good angle. You can see how this mount is kind of tweaked. It's not straight in there anymore. Not only is that bolt bent, but I think the upper bolt may be bent as well. Gonna get that taken apart and just get that checked out. But as you can see, this bike would be kind of a pain to ride right now. This side is so much farther back. So, gonna get this thing fixed up and looking nice. Welcome back to the garage. We're gonna be taking off the seat, putting on in a new air filter. That's step one. Take out my makeshift wash cover. If you guys watched the last video, you would know. It's a Parts Unlimited bag I just shoved around the filter cage because the old filter. If you haven't seen it, you gotta watch the other video. It's so disgusting. A mouse was living in it and it destroyed it. There was nasty foam all the way up to the carb slider. They cleaned the whole carb out. It was just terrible. It's crazy. You should go check it out. But so I'm taking this out. As you can see, it's just a Parts Unlimited bag. I shoved a hole through it. Had no choice. Got some gloves here. Oiled up in the new air filter. Twin air, by the way, if it matters to you. Brand new filter. Or a brand new filter. For some reason I thought I said cage, because I was thinking, but that's what I get for thinking. Just don't think. There's no holes or anything to line up on this one, so it's super simple. Just line it right up. Got the bolt. Probably should have put the bolt in first. Can't really see. Not good lighting right now. After this, I'm going to be changing out the handlebars. These ones are pretty bent, and at least I'm changing out the mounts up here. I have new mounts that go in for the bar mounts, the entire mount. Alright, filters in. I'm going to be getting rid of, I love the old bar pad, but I'm going to be getting rid of it. Changing out the bars, I think. These Pro Taper ones. Not 100% sure yet, but I think that's what I'm going to end up doing. enjoy this grip. It's basically like gum, nasty gum. These bars have gotten pushed back, so you can't even get to the other bolt head to get a saw or a wrench. Go. Now I have everything loose, I can use the impact. Good news is these bolts don't look bent. And the mounts look pretty good. I was worried that these were gonna be bent as well. We got brand new OEM bar mounts, which these have a cotter pin on them, which look like they're gonna be a pain in the butt to get out. But, oh well, we gotta get to it. I feel like most likely these bars are pretty bent, if that was that bent, so. Get a lot more access up here, so I'm gonna work on getting these cotter pins and these mounts out and seeing if I can get the new ones in. Alright guys, got the new mounts in, but these bars are definitely bent. It's still tweaked back a little bit, but it's rideable for now. I'm a dummy. Those other bars I had are fat bars. I wasn't thinking that these are the skinny bars, so I'd have to get adapters, but screw that. I'll just run these for now. So now I'm going to be changing out the grips, moving the clutch lever up, and yeah, just getting the bars all set up. This is crazy. It's not even a grip. The other side will just kind of come off as well. Nothing too crazy. I got the new grips right here. I just got whatever we had around. They're not the same grip, but this is the only regular throttle I had. Usually I use lock-ons, but you need a different cam that's inside for this particular setup. So, gonna get some compressed air, spray it on the edge of this and slide it in, and same with the Scott one. Alright, quick update. Bar ends are in. These were just what I had, so I had some extras that were kind of beat up, so of course I'm going to put them on this. Obviously different grips, don't care. Bars are bent, but the mounts are all good and fixed. New wheel bearings are in the front. I got to lube the chain up, and I'm going to let this thing warm up, but I'm going to set you guys in the stand out of a time lapse so that you guys can hear this thing start up. Choke off right now. I was just adjusting the idle. getting her dialed in. All right, well, one of these little Allens is stripped, so I'm gonna end my working day on that. However, I'm gonna start it, go ride it around for a couple minutes, and get the oil warm so that I can do an oil change on it, so at least that can get done. And then I just need to get the rear brakes dialed in, because right now there's none. So I'm gonna get this thing started up, go put a helmet on, and get this thing warmed up. "10 years. Let's see how she looks. Seen worse. Hey, good news is it's not rusty or anything like that. Little gunk on the bolt, but nothing crazy. So that is great news. I'm gonna let this drain out. Gonna put some Blood lubricants in there. Of course, let's go. Thank you, Jeff, at Blood Lubricants. Gonna let that finish draining now.
Clean off the drain bolt. The crush washer stayed on the case, for sure.
Got that blood in there. And that's gonna be it for this video. So if you wanna stay tuned for part 3, make sure you subscribe. If you haven't seen part 1, when we get this thing running for the first time in 10 years, make sure you check it out. It's been my pleasure walking you through some of the work I've done today. Hopefully we can share this time again in another video. If so, hey, leave a like, leave a comment. Again, we went over the bars today, front wheel bearings, oil change. One of the biggest things left is just flushing out the brakes and getting this plate off, because this Allen, or this Phillips head right here is stripped out. So I'm gonna have to get that out and then try to get the bolt out. So it's gonna be a little bit of a pain, but right now we have no rear brakes at all. So that's the biggest thing we gotta do. So make sure you stay tuned, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.